Yo, what the hell's up? Welcome back to Reviews with Jake, where I just got done watching Backrooms. And you thought you were out of the liminal loop, finally, of seeing reviews for this movie being cranked out. And here I am, dragging your ass right back in. You're welcome. It was a bit of a bummer how late to the party I was on this one. Similar to Obsession, I was hearing all of the positive things about this film, but life and craziness continued to unfold as it always does. I just kept rolling on and on, shrugging, saying, well, that's another one I missed. Let's add it to the never-ending list. But I kept checking my local theater, and I'll be damned, it keeps showing here in town. It took a rainy Sunday afternoon where I could not be hacking at things outside at my house, but I was finally like, all right, let's make it happen. And I'm so glad I did because I was really excited about this one. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I was incredibly intrigued by this concept. And this is coming from someone that had no idea that this liminal space backrooms thing was a thing on the internet. I'm out of the loop. What else is new? But it's not like this is a new thing. This concept has been explored countless times over the years before it became a thing on the internet. My mind immediately goes to Silent Hill's PT, the demo of the new Silent Hill game that got canceled several years ago, like 12 years ago, which to this day is probably the scariest thing that I've ever seen or played since. I mean, that thing haunted me. So I was very curious to see what all the hoopla was about, and in general, it did not disappoint. I did really enjoy this film. What was great about this film was the production design. I mean, this is the stuff of literal nightmares, and it was put together by someone that is really new to the game. We got another really promising young gun here, and that is exciting. The sets in conjunction with the VFX paired seamlessly together, both in the practical POV portions as well as the found footage, which, color me shocked, but those actually worked pretty damn well coming from someone that is done with that subgenre after being massively overplayed over the years. The camera work was strong, the color was on point with those ugly, horrible fluorescent lights. It had a fantastic sound design as well as a very cool trippy ass score. The mostly effective technicality of this film paired with some decent writing and acting performances made creeping deeper and deeper into this world a maddening delight. That said, while this film is very, very strong, it is not perfect. I really enjoyed the first two acts of this film, but the third didn't really do much for me. Avoiding spoilers, although I'm sure you've probably seen the film at this point, I thought that the third act gave us a little bit too much, especially in exposition form. The ending sort of robbed us of the exploration it would take to learn and draw the conclusions that were spoon-fed to us in the final act of the film, and the exploration was by far the greatest aspect of the first two acts of this movie. Just kind of felt like they hit the next scene button like 3 times, and that wasn't nearly as satisfying. I also thought that some of the visuals in the third act were a little goofy for me. Perhaps it was intentional, but it just didn't really do anything for me. With all of the mystery and build-up leading to the final act, it just kind of felt like diminishing returns. I will also say there was one random scene in this film that had really poor audio quality. It was a dialogue scene between our two lead characters where it honestly sounded like they added the AI enhanced sound filter in Premiere, where it just kind of sounds like it has a lot of dip and swim, where it kind of feels like and sounds like the microphone is dipped underneath water. I legit was in the theater thinking that my particular theater had blown a speaker or something. It was sounding perfectly fine, but then it hits this scene where it's like right after Clark had first gone to the backrooms, and then he goes to visit Mary and he is ranting and raving about the backrooms and everything, and she looks at him like he's totally lost his mind. Throughout the entire scene, I just kept leaning over to Kelsey in the theater saying like, what's going on with the audio here? Seriously, like I could not let it go, which oddly enough was very, very meta with this particular scene because I was sounding like Clark ranting and raving about bad audio quality, and Kelsey was like Mary being like, this guy's totally lost his shit. But then the next scene rolls around and it sounds fine the rest of the movie. So it was just a very strange thing to me. I don't know if anyone else picked up on this anomaly or if I'm just crazy. Maybe there was some kind of mishap on the day of shooting, like someone was mowing the lawn outside the window of that office, and you have a production schedule to keep, so it's like, fix it in post, fix it in post. We've all been there before. I don't know if that's the case, I'm just hypothesizing, just saying, stood out to me. All in all though, I think this was a very strong watch. It was definitely worth the wait. I think it's probably a foregone conclusion that we're gonna get another one, right? Based on all of the profits and popularity of both this and Obsession, we're gonna see more, and I'm excited to see how much deeper they dive into this world. So if you have not seen the movie yet, I highly recommend, although again, you probably have. But that's just me. What do you think? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with new reviews coming real soon. Stay safe. Thanks for checking in.